civilization possible, send those people to prison. What a moron. Phony. Beto O'Rourke is mercifully gone for the Democratic field. He would have nodded in agreement with Bernie Sanders, but he got in his private plane and left. But his views live on, embodied in Elizabeth Warren. Last night, she called America's southern border crisis, quote, man-made. Apparently, it's caused by having walls. Once you get rid of the walls, no more crisis. Elizabeth Warren promised to use, not making this up, by the way, to be cruel, you can check the tape, taxpayer money, your money, to tear down existing barriers on the Mexican border. Bryan Wright is a Democrat, a former CIA officer, and he joins us tonight. Bryan, thanks so much for coming on. So, do you think, given that we literally have no idea how many tens of millions of people who are living here legally, foreign nationals living here illegally, we don't know their names, we don't know where they're from, we don't know how many there are, to within millions, that the best use of taxpayer funds is to tear down existing barriers on the border just to bring in some more?
No, that doesn't make sense. And in fact, a week ago, Barack Obama himself said it didn't make any sense. He was meeting with a group of donors in D.C., and he said, look, we don't need to tell the American people we're going to destroy stuff and tear it down. Right? Elizabeth Warren must have heard and been like, hold my beer. We're going to tear stuff down. I mean, this is what has become of the party. And this is what you get, by the way. Elizabeth Warren is what you get when a party throws out facts, throws out reasonable analysis, and says to themselves, let's just stick with emotional flim-flam arguments, right? Let's just say that the border crisis isn't a crisis of all. It's manufactured, right? Which is silly. So if we actually look at the facts, Tucker, what the facts tell us is pretty clear. Last year, or the fiscal year that just ended, 870,000 people were arrested. All right? That is a fantastically horrific number. We have some sectors of the border that are up 477, 109%. So the border crisis is real. It is not manufactured. And despite what some people will say in the party, it is not because you are Nazi Americans that you want a border and you want to enforce it. Right? But that's where we are. So what, unfortunately, what the American people have to choose from coming up in 2020 is a party that believes, in one hand, that we have, national security, very important, the Russians are bad. But on another, actually, borders shouldn't matter at all. And if you can get here, here it is, you can stay here. Right? If you can get here, Julian Castro walked across the border with the illegal immigrants not too long ago to prove the point that if you can get here. But now, if you once you're here, that it's, well, we could always deport you, right? No, right? This is the abolish ICE movement, right? So those leaders who are pushing forward with this idea that ICE should be gone, it's time now to either adopt this new brand new here, boy, you can stay here, and we're going to give you a bunch of free crap, by the way. College, housing, jobs. It's silly.
Well, it's
this
totally
is what the party has become.
Demented. And let me just say, when Castro walked across the border with the migrants, he couldn't communicate with them because he doesn't speak Spanish. Something he doesn't want you to know. Bryan, great to see you tonight. Thank you.
That's a detail. Take care.